Hello, welcome to PBS the Tutor. In this video, we'll be looking at doing biology, and the topic is entitled photosynthesis. Now, we know that photosynthesis is a process, it's a natural process that occurs in plants, in green plants. It being a natural process that occurs in green plants, we are saying it is of importance to plants, so of importance to animals. Now, photosynthesis is divided into two words. Photo, that means light, and synthesis, that means manufacturing or making. So photosynthesis is a process that uses light to make food for green plants. Now, you need to know that the same photosynthesis is also important to living organisms, but in what way? Now, photosynthesis is a reaction, it's a process where water will react with carbon dioxide in the presence of light. Now, this light is absorbed by what we call chlorophyll. This is a green pigment found in plant. It's absorbed by chlorophyll, producing oxygen and also glucose. Glucose, we are talking of this as being food to plants. So, now let me just talk about this part. Light being absorbed by chlorophyll. What do we mean by that? So, light is absorbed during photosynthesis by this pigment known as chlorophyll. Now, so the absorption of light by chlorophyll, it enables the same water which is there in the reaction to get split. Water splits in the process known as hydrolysis. So this is the splitting of water into hydrogen and oxygen. So you have two hydrogen atoms there and one oxygen. Now, this hydrogen is very important when you talk of the dark reaction of photosynthesis. You need to know that there are two types of photosynthesis. Let's say light dependent, that depends on light, and we have light independent. This is also known as a dark reaction of photosynthesis. So light dependent, this one requires light for it to occur, but light independent is independent, so it does not need light. So one is also called the dark reaction of photosynthesis. Let's look at the factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Now, photosynthesis can be decreased or increased depending on the factor, and the first factor I'm going to look at is temperature. Now, let's look at this graph as an approximation of something. What are we saying? As temperature increases at a certain degree, maybe a double of 10 degrees Celsius, there's an increase in the rate of photosynthesis by 10. Okay, so what are we saying? When temperature increases, the rate of photosynthesis, it also increases, but this temperature should not exceed the maximum or the optimum temperature that is needed to activate the enzymes. Therefore, when temperature is low, you expect the rate of photosynthesis to be low as well, to be slow in short, because enzymes do not have that much energy to speed up the process of photosynthesis. Hence, the process will be slow. So what are we saying? If you're asked to describe the factors like how temperature affects the rate of photosynthesis, you talk on both sides. You talk on the negative and on the positive side. Let's look at the second factor that affects the rate of photosynthesis. Amount of carbon dioxide present. How does the amount of carbon dioxide affect the rate of photosynthesis? Remember that carbon dioxide, it's one of the requirements or the reactants for photosynthesis to occur. Therefore, having large amount of carbon dioxide, it increases the rate, and having a smaller amount of carbon dioxide decreases the reaction. Number 3, light. How does light affect the photosynthesis? Light is one of the requirements as well. If you have more light, the process of hydrolysis is going to occur at a high speed. Hence, the rate of reaction of photosynthesis is going to be high, because remember, light accompanies the process of hydrolysis. So having more light will increase the rate of photosynthesis. Why? Because there will be hydrolysis will occur at a higher rate as compared when the light is low. So these are some of the factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. I haven't talked about them all, but you can consult more and more. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm PVS the tutor. I'll see you in the next video.